The default display screen, referred to as the DDS screen. The oxy out should always remain at 100%, especially in summer, indicating that the unit has full potential to oxidise the water. It can be reduced during winter or for indoor or covered pools, and more information can be found in your user guide. Pressing the plus button will change this to oxy set and should remain at 100% unless adjusted in winter mode, which is covered in later videos. If the oxy set is set to 100% and the oxy out is less, for example 70, this indicates that the TDS levels in the pool have been diluted, more than likely from recent heavy rainfall. It is recommended to check your levels and rebalance the pool in order to get back to 100%. The dot inside the brackets here shows when the oxidizer is running. The dot may flash at times when TDS is higher than expected, and the unit compensates for this by switching the oxidizer off and on to avoid higher than expected chlorine levels. T1 will be displayed when the first timer is operating, and T2 will be displayed when the second timer is operating. If nothing is displayed here, the unit will not be operating. Timer 1, or T1, is the most critical timer, and when in operation is oxidizing and sanitizing your pool, keeping the pool crystal clear. During this time, the oxy cell, ionizer and pump operate, and the system is producing a small amount of chlorine. Timer 2, or T2, when in operation, is filtering and circulating the water, and during this timer, the cell will be off and the oxy will display 0, as only the pump is running for circulation, except for the final hour of where the cell will be on. The mode is set to auto, as indicated here by the blue LED light. The mode can be changed by pressing the power button on the top left, and will go from off and then to on. In most cases, the unit will remain in auto unless the system has been set up through an external controller and on has been selected by the installer. The actual time is displayed in 24-hour format. The cell will either read FWD forward or REV reverse, indicating the direction in which the oxy cell is currently working. This alternates every 10 hours as the cell is self-cleaning to clean any calcium buildup on the plates that can be adjusted within the main menu for high calcium areas from anywhere from 4 to 16 hours if required. The pump will either be displaying on or off depending on the runtime set to indicate operation, and ion set indicates the set point for the ionizer. The default is 20% after the initial startup, or 10% if an indoor pool has been selected. Like oxy out, the dot will only be visible when the ionizer is running. For example, at 20%, the dot will be on for 2 minutes and off for 8, and the ionizer will reverse polarity every 3 minutes for even wear and tear of the rods. Ion set will only be displayed when the ionizer is working, which is in T1, and the screen will alternate between ion set and temperature. Once T1 has completed, only the temperature will be displayed. Ion set will automatically reduce by 50% when the temperature is less than 20 degrees Celsius to prevent copper levels increasing in the cooler months. So if 10% is displayed here instead of 20, this is normal operation and will revert back to 20 once the temperature increases past 20 degrees again. Further information can be found in the user guide or on the Naked Pools app.